I'm Coach Eric Lewis. I'm the secondary coach here at the University of Buffalo. I grew up the son of a football coach, so I've been around football my whole life. It's one of the only things I can ever remember. My dad coached at Michigan State for 14 years, and then he coached in the NFL for about 25, 26 years. Football's kind of been my life. It's been the life of everyone in my family, my mom, my wife, my brother, my kids. Football's given me a lot of great opportunities and something I've always loved. First thing, I never thought I'd ever coach. I always said the last thing I'm ever going to do is to be a football coach. There's a lot of hours, there's moving, there's a lot of demands as far as time away from the family is concerned. But once you get away from coaching, away from football, you realize it's a true passion and it's something that you were placed here on earth to do. It's the only thing I knew as a kid, so it wasn't any different. So having my dad work 100 hours a week was something I was accustomed to. You're part of a family. You're part of a family at the university, part of a family within the coaching staff, and you're part of a family within the team with the players. Well, I had the opportunity to start as a graduate assistant at Michigan State, which was my dad's alma mater. Most of my family went to Michigan State. So that was a great opportunity. And from there, I went to Bucknell University, which is in Pennsylvania. It's a high academic institution, which was great. It was great to learn to work with kids that were smarter than me. So that was good. And then I had the opportunity to work for Brady Hoke at Ball State University. Was there for 3 years. Brady's been a great mentor. Taught me a lot about how to run a program, how to hold guys accountable. And he's obviously had a tremendous amount of success going from Ball State, and he's gone to San Diego State and then to Michigan, obviously now. I had the opportunity to go from Ball State to the Green Bay Packers, which is something, that's a special place. It's a special place from the history of the franchise. I got to work with Mike McCarthy his first couple years there, and he was tremendous in building the program, for me to be around great players. I worked every day with Al Harris, who was an All-Pro corner, and Charles Woodson, who's an All-Pro and a future Hall of Famer. So getting that opportunity was priceless. And that's something that has helped me, mature as a coach and learn a lot. As much as you're coaching those guys, you're learning just as much from them as well. Then I had a chance to go coach at University of Louisville, coach the defensive backs there, and that was great too. They have obviously a great fan base. I have a lot of family in Louisville. They have good players, and it's just a special place to work. And then, obviously, I coached the MAC again for another season at Eastern Michigan before going to Weber State, where I was a defensive back coach for the first season, and then I became the defensive coordinator this past season. One of the things that attracted me to the position here at UB in general was Coach Quinn, his reputation, in the coaching industry. Coach Tepper, everyone knows who Coach Tepper is. He literally wrote the book on coaching linebackers. Having the opportunity to come here along with Coach Kosh and Coach Dietzel on defense has been great. They've shown me the ropes, taught me the defense, and it's been a great opportunity so far. The defensive backfield has been a strength of the team in the past, and we kind of expect it to be that way. We have high expectations for the position. I work every day with Coach Dietzel. We talk, about coverages, about personnel, about opponents, about game plan, nonstop throughout the day. So myself and Coach Dietzel have an excellent relationship, and I think it shows. I think it's been a fairly seamless transition with me coming in this year and getting an opportunity to work with Coach Dietzel. Coach Quinn has done a great job of bringing not only knowledgeable coaches together, but bringing coaches with very good personalities. He preaches to have a family atmosphere, and we truly do. And I think it's very transparent to everyone that comes around our staff and our program. I have two young kids. I have a daughter that's going to be 8 and a son that's going to be 5, and all they've known so far has been football. So they love it. I met my wife while I was coaching. She's a coach's wife. She's a trooper. They do a lot of the work. We're here in the office and on the road a large part of the year. And your wife is responsible obviously for raising the family. So she's done a great job, and she's excited too to be back here in Buffalo, to be back in the area. She had a chance to come out this past week and meet all the other families, and it's just such a great atmosphere. There's a lot of great wives on staff. There's kids. Coach Quinn does a great job of making sure everyone's a tight-knit unit. The biggest reason I think that any student athlete should consider University of Buffalo. We have a world-class education. Coach Quinn talks about that. He stresses the importance of getting a solid degree and moving forward in life to become a successful citizen. Obviously, from a football standpoint, we have by far the most experienced coaching staff in the MAC. Coach Quinn is a head coach. We have every single one of our coaches on defense has been a coordinator at the Division I level. We have offensive coaches that have coached in the NFL, coached in Super Bowls, coached Pro Bowl players, Hall of Fame players. So a player or student athlete is not going to get the type of experience anywhere else in the MAC that they're going to get here. Coach Quinn, again, we have a family atmosphere here. So I think it's important for parents to understand that, so that when they bring their student athletes or their young men here, that they can trust that the coaches are going to do the very best they can to take care of them and lead them on the right path to become, productive, successful people in the future.